So how different is drugs, alcohol, sex versus social media?
All right. Well, let me say a little bit more about once you get it, dopamine shuts off.
Okay.
Because I think the best way to understand that is with buyer's remorse. You think about something that you were incredibly excited about buying.
Okay.
And you imagine, for example, I got a Mazda Miata, which I absolutely love. It's so much fun to drive. Before I got that, I would spend hours and hours on the internet reading about it, going to these sites where owners were talking about it. And I was so excited. I thought my life is going to be completely different once I got it. I love this thing. I've had it for 10 years. It's a wonderful car. But once I got it, I stopped going on the internet to read about it. I enjoyed it, but it was no longer excitement. I didn't exactly have buyer's remorse, but my attitude about it changed from desire, excitement, and enthusiasm to just kind of more of a quiet enjoyment. So let's talk about social media. Social media gets you addicted by always promising you more. There's always this sense, if I'm not on social media, I'm going to miss out on something. I need to get more clicks. I need to get more likes. I need to get more friends. Have you ever been kind of scrolling through your social media, looking at these different stories, looking at these different posts, and you realize, I'm miserable. I should be doing something else. This is boring. This is making me sad, but you can't stop. Because what you're afraid of is that there's something down there that might be important. There's something down there that might give you more, might make your life better, and so you just can't stop. And that's dopamine pushing you along.
How different is it with when it was TV and no social media and people watching TV at night or consuming the news by reading the newspaper? How different is it today than then?
The difference is that the news was almost never about you. Social media is all about you, and that gives you the biggest dopamine hit. Because remember, the point of dopamine is evolutionary success. So dopamine is always scanning the environment. What has the potential to influence my future well-being? You look on the news, all right, the weather report does, the traffic report does, maybe there's something that's going to influence you, but most of it really doesn't influence you all that much. With social media, everything does. And that's why you get so much more of a dopamine hit, and why it can be wonderful, it can be pleasurable, we can make all kinds of great connections, but with great power comes great danger as well.
What's that? What's the worst danger? What's the worst thing that could happen with this?
The danger is that it's no longer a tool to make your life better. It becomes a sink where it absorbs all of your time, all of your focus, all of your energy, and everything else around it shrivels.
Everything around it shrivels. So you stop paying attention to the people in your life because all you're worried about is getting more dopamine off of social media.
That's right. It's the holiday season,
yeah.
Right? We get together with friends and family. This is our chance. Maybe we only see them once a year. This is our chance to enjoy them. We all pull out our phones and we start scrolling. I was doing a radio interview the other day about the holidays, and the interviewer was telling me about how Christmas had been the favorite time of year for his mother, and she was gone now. And every Christmas, the most meaningful thing he did was think about her and remember those past Christmases he had with her. It's such a beautiful thing. It's such an important moment for him. And it tells us we've got to appreciate what we have now. There's going to come a time when the people we love are no longer with us. We need to put away our cell phones and make those memories. Enjoy them while they're here.
Those messages have been made over and over and over again. What I'm asking is, what is the worst? What are the consequences of us being addicted to social media, Instagram, Twitter, texting, Snap, all of the YouTube? What is the worst long-term consequences we could face with this?
Well, how about the end of the human race?
You think so?
Yes.
Tell me why.